Hello.
Welcome to Knit or Be Damned. I'm Gregory.
I'm Philip.
And today we're going to learn a brand new stitch to make your knitting easier.
I think so.
Not. Fuck that.
No.
Full
You already know how to do all that shit.
One. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. And welcome to this week's edition of Knit or Be Damned.
And crocheters, but we'll get into that later.
No, we're not going to call it Knit or Be Damned and crocheters.
That's fine.
No.
I agree with that entirely.
You're trying to take over this show with your crochetters.
Shit. Oh wait, remember that's two things.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll have the conversation on that later.
Crochetters be damned, but it's too late to change the name of the show. So welcome to Knit or Be Damned. I am the stunning and alluring Gregory Patrick, and this is the bold and enticing Philip Champlain. I'm finally getting over my illness, but if you can see in the camera, I'm still like a little puffy-eyed and a little congested. So we're gonna do it. We got it. We're here. We're cool.
Yeah.
We're cool. But I'm finally feeling like myself again. I'm gonna have a cigarette.
All right,
That's
preamble.
the preamble to our show.
I am ready to go.
Okay, I gotta tell you, last night I was hunting all over YouTube for some fun knitting vlogs, and I know we discussed it in our last episode how they could be really boring. Man, it just confirmed it again last night. It's been an hour. So I decided I was gonna go back and watch our first episode, because now we're on episode 10.
Yes.
So we've been doing this for 2.5 months, and I wanted to see how far we've come since the very first show. Boy, have we come a long way.
Have we?
Oh, man.
Is the timing better?
No, it's more a question of content. Like, I remember our first episode, I was trying to be all stuff, and let's try to keep it at least family friendly.
Have a beer and a cigarette,
somewhere
sir.
around episode 3, we were off the cliff.
Yeah.
Yes, and we were stumbling and falling and laughing the whole time.
Yes.
But I think that we finally found our groove, what works for us, no pretentiousness, no let's try to be anybody else. We're having a ball.
Well, to retort to your statement, we are unlike anyone else. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You're right. The young lady or member who stated, all these guys are on a cookie cutter kind of concept, and they all have to do the same thing. And mind you, they have thousands of viewers.
Yeah, and I was just kind of weirded out that everybody looked the same, spoke about the same stuff, kind of had the same delivery.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's got to be some more interesting people out there than this. People like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find anything that I found interesting.
And then we had met a
and I
couple
guess
that
it's
tried.
because if you tried to get the Sex Pistols to go to a Carpenter show, they'd be like, what the hell are we doing here?
Oh wait, no. I think the Sex Pistols would go to a Carpenter show.
Just to cause trouble. But again, that was another reason why we started this, was because nobody else was doing it.
Yes.
And we are so glad that you have followed us this whole time. It's been a short journey so far, but we're hoping to take a very long way.
Honey, I'm going to let you have a drink. Thank you for taking us into your bosoms.
My husband said, what? I've not put my face in anybody's bosoms.
Don't you know
except
the term?
yours.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's what the feeling is like, in a family, to bring you into your...
Do you need something to drink?
I got something to drink.
We need to have something to pull you back, man.
Sorry.
This is our fan appreciation episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just wanted to thank all of you so much for sticking by us and laughing with us, enjoying our show, and really getting the joke.
Yes.
That's the important thing.
Because it's supposed to be funny.
You have to have a sense of humor to watch this show.
Yeah.
And you can't have your knitting needles up your butt the whole time. I mean, you got to take them out every once in a while and just relax.
Yeah. Put them down and laugh. It's okay.
Yeah.
I've heard people spitting their tea out their noses and dropping their needles and losing count. Absolutely, that's what I was going for. It's just a little bit of a distraction for your day. Yep. And thank you for the shares of my strange friends from the people who have purchased them. I love seeing my children in other homes.
That's very cool.
It really was.
Yeah.
I had a tear. I was crying. I was like, what the fuck is this? I see my children and I almost cried.
What's funny is, we got... Huh?
I'm doing it now.
Oh, he's crying now.
Oh.
Not really. It's just pretend. It's for the camera. He's a ham.
Oh, I'm not a ham. Am I a ham?
You're like Neil. Couldn't get this guy nor Neil to get on video for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Give him some compliments.
I finally got them to at least do it once, and now you can't stop either one of them. He is like, are we filming today? Are we filming today? Neil is like, I've sent you 5 videos. It's hilarious.
What is it, Big Daddy?
No, yeah, we're going to start calling, every time we see Neil's videos, we want to, silver and gold, silver and gold.
Silver and gold, silver and gold.
But I like, if you need to look it up, it's called Burl Ives, Mr. In Between.
Yes.
That's it.
But even more so is like Burl Ives and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. We'll just start calling Neil Big Daddy. Hey, Big Daddy.
What's going on over here?
Well, anyway, I have a letter to read from you from one of our fans.
Yes.
Would you hand me that piece of paper, sir? Don't make me put my glasses on.
Oh, you're going to put your glasses on.
Okay. This is from Annie Ray Rains, who posted this on our Facebook group. She said, so I wanted to share the feels this morning, Gregory and Philip. I went to let you know how much finding you guys has meant to me. I'm a stay-at-home caregiver for my 23-year-old son who struggles with nonverbal autism.
Yes.
While I would never change a minute of my life, sometimes it's hard to find something to laugh about when you're doing total care for another. You have given me another outlet other than fiber arts. Now every time my day feels like it's going to implode and I'm going to lose my mind, imagine 12 loads of laundry a day, cleaning someone after bathroom accidents, mopping 6 or 7 times a day, all the while running a house and all it entails. My day starts at 4 a.m. and ends around midnight. This isn't meant to be a sob story. There are many parents out there that have it way worse than I do. So now I'm overwhelmed and about to cry and pull my hair out. I just think about your videos, flip to one, or hit this Facebook group for a good laugh, and it kind of makes it more bearable. So thanks for sharing with us and for being in the world. You make it a better place.
You're
Isn't
welcome.
that sweet?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, that's all we're trying to do is just to, if you're having one of them days, just, we're there for you to make you laugh and help you feel better. God knows, there are enough people out there who are trying to shit on your day anyway. We got a lot of new people to our Facebook group, if you recall, after the famous Tampon Gate.
Yes.
And if you don't remember what Tampon Gate was, just go watch our previous episode and that'll get you up to speed. But Neil has another comment on it. So our foreign correspondent, Neil James in sunny Salford in the UK, sent us a final take on the Tampon Gate controversy.
Absolutely.
Take it away, Neil.
Thank you, Neil.
Hello, croch-shitters. It's Neil in sunny Salford, and I've got a few things to talk about today. So first of all, I want to thank the 3 people that bought some of my patterns. Yay, I can retire soon. Anyway, speaking of patterns, I'm coming along nicely with the Wolverine pattern. He's going to have a bit of stuffing put in there. That's all got to be sewn down a bit neater, and he's going to have a little miserable mouth there, and 2 eyes, obviously. So he's coming along well. And I thought I would sort of jump in on Tampon Gate and give you ladies a bit of an idea. See, what you could do is if you buy my Wolverine pattern, you could use the leg. See, it's even got a string on the end. It's perfect. You could use it either way, whichever's more comfortable for you. Alternatively, you could use his arm. But remember, take the claws off first. So, there was one thing that I was expecting to come up in Tampon Gate, and nobody did, and that is free bleeding. And there's a movement, a feminist movement, to get women to free bleed because it's natural. Well, I've just got one thing to say to you, ladies. You free bleed near me, and I'm going to free shit on you.
Silver and gold, silver and gold.
Okay. Where to start? There was no need to take notes, man. Neil knocked it out of the ballpark.
He really did. Yep, we make all kinds of different objects that can be used for that, ladies, I guess. Never thought about it myself, but don't take the ramifications of putting a foot in there too seriously.
That's what it said was. Okay, so,
you could be like a man and get your 3rd leg in.
Don't stop. Don't. Okay, if you notice, Neil called us, hello, croch-shitters. Okay, if you're new to this show, or if you're new to our Facebook group, or you just keep hearing it here and there, and you're like,
Yes.
what is this whole croch-shitter thing?
Listen.
Okay, it's a word we came up with a couple of weeks ago when we were doing this parody of a social justice warrior trying to trans the groups together and make them one. And so we started calling ourselves croch-shitters. Like, you know, Lady Gaga has her little monsters, and Knitter be damned, and then the crew, we have the croch-shitters. And what's funny is, Philip got into another controversy the other day
It was
about
weird.
that word.
Yes.
Take it away.
Well, they didn't really get it. They kept going, I do both, what's the problem? I do all of them, what's the problem?
Now,
and I
keep
was
in
like,
mind.
I kept going to that and liking those statements.
Keep in mind, Philip had put at, do you know what group it was?
Yeah, addicted to crocheting or crochet addicted. There's two of them and they're very similar in name.
He put up the graphic we have
Yes.
of my hand going like this, and it says croch-shitters unite.
Yes.
With the red background, black hand up. Okay, so
With the needles in tow.
so you got to
So
set it up.
a couple of them gave me a little. They didn't give me hell about it. I'm not sure if I took it that way, but they had a problem with the spelling. They were like, "What's wrong with the spelling?" And I kept having to explain to them simply enough that it was crochet plus knitter. So you do both. Is a croch-shitter.
And it's funny because the way it sounds.
Yes, because they didn't get it because they didn't understand. I guess they didn't understand the French idea of CH having a sh sound. Well, my last name is Champlain, so I'm kind of used to it.
But people,
Or champagne.
I started reading the thread, and people just really they would take it one of two ways. One, they're like, I don't think that's spelled right.
Yes.
And you're like,
Ugh.
And the other one was, oh my God, such an outcry of violence. Tone it down,
against
man.
knitters, and they didn't see the knitter be damned. I guess they're. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
you're-
one of them compared it to like an NRA poster.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell? I think it had like 100 bazillion comments, and I think 4 people got the joke.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, that is a T-shirt. That is our
It's
T-shirt.
our
I forgot
t-shirt,
about it.
yes.
Yeah. How am I forgetting about telling to push product?
Oh no! Push
What the
product.
hell? Just look in the description box below for all the things you can buy.
That's right.
Okay, but so for all of you new croch-shitters out there, welcome to the club.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Glad to have you here.
And it looks like you're all enjoying it.
Yeah.
So we're all keen about it. I'm telling you, just share it on all your other knitting and crocheting sites and see if the people can get the joke, because that's what we are.
You know, I think one of our favorite things about doing this show
Uh-huh.
is not only that we get to spend time with each other, just carrying on, because we're not sit in front of the television kind of people.
No.
You know, we don't sit with a TV tray and stare at the television for 5 hours a day or
No.
6, whatever. We're creative people, so this is our way of like getting to do stuff together.
Yes.
Okay. The other fun thing
'Cause
is,
my husband being the control freak that he is, there's some compromising going on.
oh, there is no compromise. You do what I tell you. See, that's what a control freak does. There's no compromise.
There is no compromise. It's like he is the Darth Vader of the group. There is no compromise. You are a rebel scum.
You are part of the
You're
Rebel
the
Alliance
Alliance
and a
and a
traitor.
traitor.
Take her away. The other fun thing that we get to do is all of our little skits and stuff.
Yes.
You know, our little commercials and adverts. That's a lot of fun for us.
Which
Yeah.
there is a stop motion Strange Friends movie
Dude,
coming.
we have a list of little vignettes that we're going to be putting
Yes.
together. They just take time, and
Yep.
right now
And
we're on the
this
quest.
is our job, so I'm working solid. So it's
Yeah. We're on a quest for a blonde shag wig. We won't tell you why,
Well, we need one.
but we're gonna find it.
Yes.
We're gonna try and see if they have them at the party store.
Yep.
But we're not gonna tell you why.
But
We're
you'll
looking
see.
for it. But when you see, y'all are gonna crack.
Oh wait, I'm taking over. Be careful.
Okay.
All right. Let's
All
go.
right. So, our other foreign correspondent. God,
You
some
did
of
it.
that fuzz from that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy fur. Yeah, you have to kind of get used to it.
Okay, so our other. You can come on over. Look,
Can I?
you're off camera. Okay, that's better.
Here, let me sit up. Look at that. Our optical illusion has been ruined.
He is 6'4".
Yes.
I'm a good 6,
Maybe.
5'11", 6.
5'11", 6.
I'm getting shorter. We all get shorter.
We all get short. I just got the start off, man. I'm so happy.
Anyway, our other foreign correspondent, Trisha in West New York,
Yes.
would also like to thank all of you croch-shitters out there.
Absolutely.
Take it away, Trisha.
Thank you, Trisha.
Hello, croch-shitters. First off, I want to say thank you so much for all the love you've shown us on our Facebook page. You guys keep me laughing and inspired every single day. This morning I was actually inspired to create, I'm working on a little raccoon doll because my fiance Rodney, on the way home from bowling last night, hit not one but 2 raccoons. All you animal lovers, we're animal lovers too. It was certainly not intentional. One just ran out in front of the car. He couldn't stop in time. And 2 minutes later, as he was telling my daughter, I've only hit 3 things in my life. I've hit a boom. There was the second one. Up at the top of the hill, we crested a hill and it was right in the middle of the road, so he couldn't help it either time. But me being the weird, dark person that I am, I'm creating this little doll and I'm going to stick him. He's going to be like my elf on the shelf, and I'm going to stick him around the house with little signs that say murderer and stuff like that. And yet I rise, still I rise, whatever it is. I'll look them up. Resist, weird stuff like that. I will turn it into something a little more useful once I get the pattern down, and I'll make rocket raccoon dolls for some shows that I'm doing in the next few months. I need to build up my inventory quite a bit. It's looking kind of empty. But I do like to do fun stuff because I'm a firm believer in not just existing but living. And to me, living is laughing and enjoying life. And you laugh through the things that make you uncomfortable. Tampon gate, we can laugh through it, you know. It's fun. And honestly, you need to do that every day, so I'm so glad that we do have our group to do that, to make us laugh every day, because you have to live every day like it's your last. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is ask those 2 little raccoons that Rodney obliterated off the face of the earth. See you guys next week.
That was some sad shit, man.
Yeah, a little bit. Death in the families. Yeah, you just fucking mutilated. It was probably the other raccoon. Heard the screams of the other raccoon and was running to his rescue.
Oh,
and then was blinded by the light in the middle of the highway.
God, how tragic.
I've been there, done that. I understand. But I really do think that's what it is. When you fucking run over a family of them just fucking run out and commit suicide and shit, it's because they're trying to rescue each other. They're like, I heard your screams, buddy. I'm coming.
Splat. I feel the same way. Oh, we're animal lovers too.
Yes, absolutely. I am a Cinderella. If Gregory can
happens.
atone that I will sit outside and speak with the animals, all of them.
That's because you're special.
I am. I do. I can sit and have a conversation with a squirrel, any bird in the neighborhood. The local cats come up and sit with me while I sit outside and do my thing.
Fucking Snow White over here.
That's
with
right.
The fucking birds. and
That's
shit.
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Okay.
I talk to the animals too, but it's usually, hey, get off that. Leave that.
Oh,
No,
Lord, no! You forgot about your possum story, sir. You had a full-on.
Yeah.
I'm a jazz singer from a local vignette here, sir.
Me and the possum did not become friends. I was like, dude, get your ass
Yes,
out of the
this
road.
Oh, I see.
Dumbass.
He was just sitting there.
Yeah, and I'm
Fair
like, come
enough.
on, fool.
Oh no!
And he was like,
I know all the brothers and sisters and the cousins come over. They have barbecues. Swear.
not only did we get some really cool letters, but we got an exceptionally wonderful video from Stephanie Chambers.
So Miss Chambers. I love the last name, by the way. You're always going to be. I'm always going to refer to you as Miss Chambers because it's just.
You know, it does sound like a Playboy Playmate's name.
Right.
Stephanie
Chambers.
Chambers. I know. I mean, how do you not have a winning life with a name like that?
That's right.
Call somebody up. Hello.
Stephanie.
This is Stephanie Chambers.
Okay. Oh, you have to do it like James Bond. Stephanie Chambers.
Hi, this is Miss Chambers.
Yes.
Stephanie Chambers.
Absolutely. Work that name. That is a great name.
Okay, so here is Stephanie
Chambers.
video for you to see.
Hi guys, this is Stephanie from Montreal, Canada. I'm sitting here, whip in hand, cup of coffee, waiting for the next episode of the show to come out. I've been knitting for about 10 years. Only been selling my items for about a year because I finally reached the point that I thought I was good enough to not necessarily compete, but good enough for people outside of my family that wouldn't look at it and go, oh, how nice. You know, it's not perfect, it's not right. But then again, just like in cooking, I take a pattern, I knit it a couple of times. If it's a fun knit and I enjoy it, I modify it just enough to make it mine. And then we move on. I don't do commission work because I don't like to knit things that I don't enjoy knitting. And I don't like to make promises that I can't keep. And I kind of have a little ADD when it comes to knitting. I'll get halfway through a project and decide I don't like it anymore. So I rip it out, and the yarn or fiber or whatever we call it now is reincarnated as something new. And I have some things in my stash that have been 4 and 5 things before they finally become what they were meant to become. I just wanted to say you guys are absolutely amazing. I have never watched a vlog or podcast or even a show on YouTube where I laughed so hard with the people that were doing it. Not at them. But you guys are genuine, you're real, and that's something that speaks to a lot more people than just me. Yep, it's my husband that doesn't knit, but he still watches you guys. And he so wants to come down to Florida and have a beer with you, but it's not like he can sneak Canadian beer across the border. Thanks for having me, and I hope to talk to you guys again soon.
Okay.
All right, Miss Chambers.
You had me cracking up.
Yes, you're
First
funny.
of all, that was some of the best compliments I have heard. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we really do appreciate that you feel that way about us.
Mm-hmm.
We really do. I took notes.
Yes, he did for me too, because I have a horrible time with that.
First of all, we're going to see if we can convince Miss Stephanie Chambers, to be our foreign correspondent
For
in Canada.
Canada.
I think that would be another lovely addition.
I want to hear about what's going on in your neighborhoods or your political. What's going on in politics? What's going on in your crocheting
What's
world?
going on in the world?
In the world.
In your
your
world.
world. That's what we want to know about. And share with everybody else. 'Cause
While watching the video, he was commenting on how you seem like a really
I
tough
can't.
and determined kind of person.
Yeah,
We
you're
like that.
tough, man. You're like and please don't take this the wrong way. You were like a broad, man. I'm 6'4", and you were intimidating. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
He's in gloves,
and then
man.
gloves. I'm sure those are therapeutic, and I think that's what Gregory's probably going to be needing. You'll have to send us an email or a comment on that.
I think those are just some lovely fingerless gloves that she knit for herself.
You think so?
She's in Canada. It's freaking
She's been doing it for
cold.
10 years. Like, remember, this is my 8th month, right?
Something like that.
Something like that, about my 8th month of doing this. And I do my yarn. You made a comment about your yarn becomes 2 or 3 or 4 things sometimes. I've made the comment before to other people that I don't think about construction. I know what the body type I'm making, so I'm doing that. But the yarn itself kind of tells me what it's going to be by the time I'm done. The dude that I'm the dude that I'm working on right now is another mouth guy, but I've got some red felt.
Don't forget, you got to show up from back here.
Oh, that's right. He's got, I put a mouth on him.
You're all over it.
Who you holding? I put a mouth on him, so he's going to get some white horns and some big floppy ears. And I've got his body done, but the yarn's kind of decided that this is what the shape he got when I started. Isn't he cool? I think he's really cool looking. Anyway, that's my mindless self-promotion. He ain't ready for the shop yet.
Although we do have people, strange friends in the shop. Go! Description box
Please.
down below.
They're always looking for homes.
Okay, so I took notes,
Yes.
as we do on this show, because we like to be as thorough and detailed as possible. Doesn't mean we end up that way, but we try.
I get emotional.
The first one is knitting projects.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Some days I feel like, I knit a lot of stuffed animals, because that's my bread and butter.
Yes.
But every once in a while, I want to do something mindless, like socks. I love socks, because you get a long period of time where you just get to zone until you have to turn the heel or shape the toe. And then there are times I just want to get like all creative and do like a cable knit sweater, because you have to really get into it and think about it. And then of course there are days, hey, I need another coaster for my little table here, so I'm just going to whip up a little. So I guess, Huh?
And well, I was gonna say, I was waiting for you to finish your line.
I thought you were about to say something.
I was, but I was waiting.
You can always just go like that.
Oh, okay. I want to say something. I was
Yes.
going to say that, even my skill levels, I believe, is low. I love my construction's good, and I really enjoy making my friends. But I think I'd have a hard time making clothes. But I think I could make it with single stitches and increases and decreases, couldn't I?
Why not?
Why
I mean,
not?
half the patterns out there to make you're not going to need a sweater in Orlando.
No. See, that's why I don't do things like that. I haven't decided to make those kind of things.
That's the only reason I would want to do a cable knit is just for the technique and just getting all into the work and focusing. I'm never going to be able to wear it.
Yeah. No.
There's no need for a beanie in Orlando.
In Orlando.
I mean, as a matter of fact, if you hear this whir in the background, it is 95 degrees today. We still are determined not to turn the air conditioner on. We're still somewhat comfortable with these fans and
Yeah.
just some
It's
practical
cool.
measures. Yeah.
We're actually pretty cool.
We're actually pretty
And
okay.
I grew up...
Haven't even broken a sweat, really. See?
Well, by the way, I grew up in South Florida, in Fort Myers, Florida, and like I've reported in the past, my grandparents had a fan in their attic that drew all the heat out of the house with terrazzo floors, if anybody knows what those are. So I grew up like that, under a giant oak tree in a big house with terrazzo floors. So I wish I was better with the heat, but I'm a big old puss. I would love to have the air
Like
on.
I've said, my people are coastal Georgia swamp people, so
Yes.
we're used to the humidity and all that, so it's in my genetics.
Fair enough.
Okay, next note. That reminds me about the raccoon that Trisha.
Yeah.
But I like what she was doing with it.
Yeah,
was
the
she
ceremony
was,
of making an...
commemorating
Yes.
that tragedy
What's
was
that
something more
called?
idolizing.
No.
Is that what that is?
Well,
When you create
no. Memorializing.
well, that's why I said commemorating.
Fair enough.
All right, then. Leave
Oh,
it to-
Jesus, we're letting
leave
the
it to
thesaurus
the
out of
writer.
here. Put that thesaurus down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a good idea,
Yeah. I like it, actually.
just to kind of give it some sense of that the loss is remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, but I liked what she said about putting it on a shelf here and there and kind of.
Oh, shit, put it on the dashboard. The dashboard, right there in front so you can see it.
No, even better yet, put it on your grill.
Yeah. But you're going to have to, no offense, but I think you're going to have to make two, and I think you should give them wings.
Oh, like little angel
wings. To be honest with you. All right.
I think she should make them so that one of them is missing a head. And
No. It
Hanging
doesn't
off
have to be.
the- hanging off the side of
They
the
can be
car.
raccoon angels. They don't have to be these dismembered zombie.
not the direction
Although-
Trisha was taking it. She was taking to have it around her house and remind her that she's a killer.
So have the neck just hanging off by the ledge, and there's just like a big red gash in it, but it's still there. It's just hanging off a little bit.
Oh,
I think that would be
mercy.
brilliant. Okay.
But it's true though that the idea of reincarnated yarn. See,
Yeah.
I have this philosophy. Okay, like long before Philip came along, I had quite a few boyfriends, and that's and as knitters do, we like to make them little things, and as you start knitting things don't go so great in the relationship, and next thing you know, let's say you're making them a pair of socks, or let's say you're making them a scarf, something simple like a scarf. Halfway through the scarf, the relationship is over, and you look at it and you go, do I really want to finish this and just have it a scarf for myself? And you're like, hell no, I want to take it all apart and give it a new purpose, because like it never even happened, a bastard.
Wow. Okay, I get that. I do understand that. I have only had very few relationships and not many boyfriends.
And thankfully only one husband.
And only one husband. Waited till I was 44 years old to find him. And it's been working out so far. So far. I love him.
Yeah, that reminds me, Stephanie's husband, he looks like Philip. He's hot.
I haven't. It's like... You gonna come down for that beer now?
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I'll keep him off because we ain't playing that game. There's no triangles here.
Don't worry.
Except for pink ones, that's it.
I'm harmless.
He is harmless. He likes to kick though, remember, he can kick.
I'm small.
He's small
but
and
I'm
he kicks.
But I'm
That's right,
wiry.
wiry.
Okay, so yeah, your husband can have a Canadian beer in Orlando. It's one of the most international towns on the planet.
Yeah, we can get Canadian beer here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can get you anything here.
Yeah, I might not be able to get your local special brewery, but I mean, you know, if
And
it's like
trust
made,
us.
if it's made in your corner store, I can't do anything for
Yeah,
you.
trust us. We can get you more than Labatt's, because I know people
Yes.
say, "Oh, well, we have Labatt's here. That's Canadian." You go, "Well, I
Yeah.
don't really think Canadians think of it as Canadian beer."
I think it's made here, isn't it?
It might be an Anheuser-Busch. We'll have to double
We'll
check.
have to double check, but I believe I believe you're
Yeah.
right. Miss Chambers will tell us.
Miss Chambers, Miss Stephanie
Miss Chambers.
That's going to be your foreign correspondent name if you agree to come on. It's Chambers, Miss Stephanie Chambers.
And you have to introduce yourself as such. Yes.
Coming to you from Montreal, this is Miss Chambers.
Miss Stephanie Chambers. Good. Go ahead.
Okay, but this is what else is beautiful about Stephanie being a part of our group. She came to us for some help.
Yes.
See, now
Oh,
after...
by the way, yes, I forgot.
Carry on
I'm
before
sorry.
we started.
No. I was going to wait if we were going to segue into that now. But
We are
yes,
segueing.
We are segueing.
Now. Okay, so after Stephanie recorded the video and sent it to us,
Yes.
she showed it to her daughter. Actually, let me just read you the post, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I need some help. I'm all depressed now. Well, more like pissed off. I really don't want feedback from the guys because I'm seriously not fishing for any compliments or anything like that. She's talking about us.
Yeah, but you're getting them.
You're going to get them.
You're going to get them.
Issue. Since when in the hell did teenagers become such little dickweeds? I sent the video I made to my daughter to show her how proud of myself I was that I stepped out of my comfort zone and put Mug to camera. She showed it to her friends. Still don't know why, but oh well. She then thought it would be funny to come to me and say, Mecca said you have a face for radio and a voice for movies.
Wow.
Silent movies.
Wow.
Seriously?
Who's this con? Oh.
My daughter felt, one, the need to tell me what was said, and two, to think it was the funniest thing she's ever heard. I'm hurt and upset. Right now, I want to ground her and remove her internet access, but I won't because I find inappropriate things funny all the time. But I'm never hurtful towards anyone. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So I need some really funny stuff to look at or read to replace the happy. Rainbow sock knitting isn't doing it, and neither was chopping veggies for dinner. Or I could just go get some duct tape, rope, shovel, and find some soft dirt. Okay, first of all, we gotta say, Neil had something he wanted to let your daughter know.
No.
So, Neil, take it away again.
Please, Neil.
This is a quick message for Stephanie Chambers' teenage daughter. I'm not angry with you. I'm disappointed. Now, remember, Auntie Trish has got a voodoo doll of your favourite pop star. So think on.
Silver and gold, silver and gold.
Okay, so,
Wow.
we don't know the girl's name, but
No.
we do like, one of my favorite things is picking on snot-nosed little shits.
He does enjoy that.
I do enjoy it, I really do. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of the whole spoiled little nonsense.
No, me neither.
I would have smacked the living shit out of that girl. But anyway, it's like, don't mess with a croch-shitter.
Yeah.
Okay, because croch-shitters have loyal friends. So,
And it wasn't fair because your mom is quite cool, actually. I thought I got
Yeah.
this really great, cool vibe off of her.
and what's really sad is
Is you didn't defend her.
no, the daughter is probably one of these people that doesn't tolerate bullying.
Right.
But she was the first
First
one to
one.
go bully her mother with some bad nastiness. And that leads me to this clip.
You're a vile, sorry little bitch!
That's my maniacal laugh, I guess.
Is that your maniacal?
Because that is some evil shit right there, and I love it. I love it.
You're a vile, sorry little bitch!
You
Love
vile,
it.
sorry little bitch!
Show some respect.
Oh, I'll put the link to the loop in the description box below so you can just have it go over and over and over. Maybe have your speakers in your house hooked up to it so no matter what room the girl goes in, she's going to hear it.
You're a vile, sorry little bitch! bitch.
Over and over.
You know, people need to remember you don't bite the hand that feeds you.
You certainly don't.
You know, and don't shit where you eat.
That's right.
Those are two things you're going to learn in life. And they're hard lessons to learn because the
Man.
first time you do it,
Talk to your mother like that.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
and you may not have said it, but
I
you
bet
should.
you don't even pay rent where you live.
Yeah, you should have at least offended her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defended her.
Well, in the statement, she
Yeah,
said
the daughter
she
should
said,
have said, "Shut the fuck up! You're not my friends anymore." This
Right.
is my mother we're talking about.
Yeah.
I would never let anybody talk to about my mother that way.
Well, I didn't have one, so but my grandma would.
We're gonna play that game again.
No, sorry, sorry.
Thank you very much for watching our fan appreciation episode.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate that you
Appreciate us. And if we mentioned your name and you didn't want us to, scold us after the video because
Yeah.
we can't change it.
Too late now.
We won't do it again. And if we didn't, surprise, surprise, it may happen sometime.
Yeah, we really appreciate y'all being involved in this journey with us because we're having a lot of fun. We're glad
Yeah.
you are too. And
Yes.
we're really looking forward to really pushing the limits and pushing buttons on people that really just
Don't have a sense of humor. God, life is too short not to be laughing.
So, until next week,
It's a party.
We're your heroes here to protect you.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
You're a vile, sorry little bitch.